Sage Forsaken here, and today we're talking about the final faction once again. We're going to go over some of the reveals from this week for the final faction. We have a figure reveal as far as not the figure itself, but the CG rendering for a character. We have a Carn weapon as well that's going to be revealed. So Riptide is your basically underwater specialist for the final faction. Obviously, there are resources under the ocean, and the Carn are probably after them there too. So he does have a mask, diving mask that comes with him. He has, essentially some harpoon type weapons, some underwater jets that are strapped to his legs. It'll be interesting to see how much of this is plugged in when you get them, or how much you have to basically plug in once you have it set up. They had a picture of a little octopus too, so it'll be interesting to see if that's actually a toy that comes with him, or if that's just another character from the cartoon. We'll see after we meet Riptide. Though the pictures they showed on Instagram for the next video do show an Arctic type setting, so I'm not sure if we'll meet Riptide just yet. Though the toy is supposed to come out by the next year quarter. Anyone who wants to guess what these are is what they say here, talking about the green dots on the figure. I mean, I could guess, I can speculate. Maybe you put something in there to push the figure around, like with jets, like Altoid or something. Maybe you are weights to make the figure sink in the water, so you can play with it like a dive toy. Maybe they're supposed to be underwater lights so that he can see better in the deep dark of underwater where there's no light. It could be, I don't know. They could actually be reflectable material on the figure so it actually reflects in the light. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do with those green dots. Obviously, I doubt they'll be electronic since it is a water toy. So I don't think they'll actually be light up in the way that electronics would make them light up. So the next thing we're going to look at is a Carn packaging for the Carn Decimator. It says that this is a turret, defensive turret, but it also talks about it pursuing enemies, like it's a living being that can pursue enemies. I'm hoping that means that it has the legs on it, kind of like the crawler things that we saw earlier in the first episode. As far as the cartoon goes, I don't know. It does shoot some sort of spore out to attack people. And, I can't wait to see what it looks like, actually. The Decimator will be a Carn weapon, and it's kind of cool to add more elements to the story, more toys that are not necessarily something I wasn't expecting or looking for, but it's kind of interesting to see. I think I'd like it better, if it does have legs, though, unlike the cart that they have that has wheels on it for the Carn. And that's just a personal preference. Organic wheels kind of seem weird to me. As far as the early sales go in the UK, they're doing good, but if they want to be able to get re-ups where they get the next waves and stuff like that in the UK, you need to make sure, as UK fans, you go ahead and share about the final faction, and make sure that everybody knows, spread the word. Especially any 3 3/4 to 4 inch collectors, they're going to want to know about this anyway, just for the accessories and the vehicles and stuff like that. Even if they weren't interested in a 5-point articulation line. So make sure to run out and tell all your friends, add to your groups, Facebook, all that stuff, and Instagram. The more that people go to the dollar stores to buy them, the more likely you are to get re-ups. If they don't meet their marks and they don't get a chance to continue their contract, then all you're more likely to do is get late arrivals like this time, and maybe sparse and few and far between. Anyway, Riptide was the highlight. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, and pour on the plastic.